There is no basement. I was not expecting that. Hey guys, what's up? This is Jonathan Montgomery, the appraiser, the guy who's always looking at houses all over the DMV and beyond. I'm out here today in Falls Church to check out this house. It's on the market, and I wanted to see it. It actually is a pretty cool house. I love this neighborhood over here. A lot of older and newer homes. Some of the older homes are being replaced with newer houses. Sometimes I just can't talk, but it's really cool because there's a nice mix in this community. And so, hey, how's it going? You doing all right? Oh yeah, enjoying the shade. Yep, so we're gonna check out this house today. It is right here, pretty cool. I'm gonna go inside. It's vacant from what I've been told, but they gave me the okay to go check it out. In the meantime, you guys make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 20,000. So if you don't mind, share this link and share my videos with your friends, other people that you think might enjoy checking out my content. I'm trying to get to 20,000 before my birthday in December. So there's plenty of time to do that. I know I can make that goal and you guys can help me out. So let me go ahead and open up this house and let's go inside and check it out. Okay, so here is the house right here. It's a nice house. Now, what's interesting, I don't know if you can see let me show you some of the neighborhood. If you look down, you can kind of see we have a mix of older houses. There's a lot of trees here, so you can't really see all the houses. But, you know, there's a house like right over here. We got some across the street, an older one here. And then, of course, down this way, you can kind of see. So there's a mix of homes. I don't know if you can see that one back there, that gray one. It's actually a newer house, not quite that large, but this one is a good size. So I already opened up the front door, and you know, I just took I couldn't help but see the inside. I like this big porch because of all these big windows that they have when you come in. But I already see some interesting stuff going on. So let's go on in here. Okay, so it's really kind of neat. It looks like this wall was from an older house and they used it and incorporated it into this home. And so now here we are in this entryway, this foyer, and I'm go ahead and pull off my shoes. And yeah, so this is a pretty cool entrance, something unique. I don't know what that vent is for right there. And then we got, obviously those are air vents, but that one's closed. I wonder if there's something, it looks like a shade or something to that extent. So I'm curious to see when we get up there if there's a window or a room up there. But here we have, a small dining area right here. It's actually kind of small. We're gonna check that out a little bit later because the entrance is different now that I'm going in, because you have this foyer and you got these high vaulted ceilings, and then we have a low ceiling area here that could be a living room. The way they have it staged, you probably could bring in some more furniture here. It almost looks like a little no man's land. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna turn on this light, see if I can get the lights on. Oh, there we go. But we got this fireplace. So yeah, this has to be like an old living room. I bet you it was part of the old living room from the house. And then they built onto it. So now we have the real dining room with that fancy light fixture. And I'm gonna see if I can figure out the lights for that. Looks like it might be kind of cool. Well, I got those. I won't be able to get that. So now we have a new dining area over here. So the old living room, kind of a little family room, gathering area. This is our dining area. And behind me is the kitchen. All right. So let's see if I can get the lights on over here. Got those. Uh-oh. I didn't want to turn on the garbage disposal. We have this big kitchen island, or a peninsula rather. It's not an island, it's a peninsula. And I like it's a marble, it looks like. Or, no, that's not a marble. I forgot the type of stone that is. I'll have to look that one up. But, yeah, that's interesting. Here we got this large sink. Okay. And we have our cooking area over here. I'm trying to figure out these lights because they have a lot going on here. We got that. All right, okay. Man, they got like the old school vent right there. It looks like a commercial vent. Anyway, so now we have this big old massive oven, stove. We got the little area, your flat top. That's where you're doing your bacon, of course. We got a little grease catch here. Yeah, but I bet you this thing you can cook up some food here. And then we got this massive hood. Let's check out these drawers. Are they like the soft close? Yeah. All right. Yeah, the drawers have a little bit of wear on them. Okay. It's not brand new. They did this renovation some time ago. It's not a brand new renovation. Got our little spice rack here. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Then we got our upper cabinets rather. Not too bad. So yeah, you can kind of see they incorporated an old house. Man, look at this big old fridge. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, they got some goodies. Like those waffles right there. All right. I don't know if you can tell, this refrigerator is huge. It's a Thermador. And these cabinets probably, yeah, they did this. All right. And then this is now a breakfast area. So this is that area that we saw when we came in the front. And we got some more cabinets here. So clearly we can kind of see where they took an older house and made it into, well, they made a larger house out of, they kind of, I don't know if they surrounded the old house. They got rid of some of the elements. Okay, now this is a big area. Gotta check this out. Oh, all right. Okay, all right, let's see. I saw some surprises. I'll turn on all the lights. This is a cool hangout area. You got this big old TV. All right, if I sit down on this couch, I might have to see if there's a game on or something. Okay, so now again, like we have the rear wall of the old house here. I think that's cool how they did that. They didn't just tear down the whole thing. They incorporated it into the design of the new house. Now, let's go here. I think this is sweet because this is an outdoor space, but it feels like it's indoors. All right, very cool. We got a fan. Let's see if I can turn this on. What happens if I hit this switch? Oh, probably for those heaters. All right, I'm gonna turn it back off. I'm not gonna worry about that. All right, but yeah, so this is a cool space. We got a nice little, you kick back and chill. This is where, maybe the guys are out here hanging out, watching a game. Why is it always the guys that have to be outside, Oh, I know why. Because of this. We gotta come check out the pool. There we go. Now you're talking. Oh yeah, this is sweet. Okay. All right. Wow, look at that. I like that water feature. So I bet you there are some pumps that come over and this like comes down here. Maybe there's a waterfall action going on. That's just my guess. Of course, the water is still there, so I don't know. That might be maybe just a little small wading pool. But I like how this is landscaped. It's pretty cool how they did this because obviously this is professionally done. They probably spent a pretty penny doing it, but it looks like an infinity pool from here. It is an infinity pool when you have it kind of like it goes right to the edge there. But this is really nice. We got the pool cover, but they pulled it back. That means they are inviting me to take a dive. And then we got a basketball court, which I know somebody's gonna use this as a pickleball court, okay? Our family, we just recently discovered pickleball. I mean, it's like the fastest growing sport. And oh yeah, this is definitely large enough for that. So yeah, you got the adjustable rim. And, but I can certainly see somebody else turning that into a little pickleball court. And back here, it looks like there's kind of a shed slash clubhouse type situation. Oh yeah, not much to it. Probably something for the kids just to kind of hang out. We got our fire pit. That's nice. Okay. So you come out here, you get your swim on, you got your fire pit. There you go. I like this house. I can get with that. All right, let's go back inside and see the rest. Feel like there should be something else, but who knows? All right. Yeah, it feels good in here. All right, back inside. Now let's see. What else do we have? I feel like, oh yeah, there's something back here. All right, so we have a bedroom. All right. Probably a guest bedroom, but it has a small bed, so. Oh my goodness. Wow. So they left the doors from the original house. That's crazy. Why would they do that? I mean, why not just put new door handles, doors? Because you obviously spent money to rebuild this whole house. And there's nothing special about that doorknob. I don't know why they would keep it. But that's what happens. So here they have new doorknobs, old doorknobs. Okay. Uh-oh. Got a little chink. Somebody hit that wall. Let's check out this bathroom. I have no idea how to turn on the lights in here. Okay. Okay. That's not too bad. I like that wall. That's pretty good. Got this big, tall, looks like a cabinet of some sort. Let me check it out. Yep. All right, that's pretty different. And then, so yeah, it's a pretty cool bathroom. Got a full shower for your guests. All right. Not too bad. I'm not going to, I'm definitely not turning on that shower. All right. And then we have another bedroom here. That's cool. And closets with the old doorknobs. I don't understand that. I really, really don't. Because when you think of the overall cost to build, pretty much build a whole nother house, you can afford a doorknob. Or doors, new doors. All right, let's check out the upstairs. Let me see if I can remember how to get up there. Oh, here we go, okay. It's a pretty cool house. I like how they took an old house and they redeveloped it into something newer. Okay, so we have a loft area up here with a double rail. Why do they have two rails? Oh man, That is confusing to me because now maybe they're just trying to protect you from jumping off, but seriously, okay. So we just have dead space here that you can't access for no apparent reason. Okay, let's check out this way. Okay. Bedroom. Got the lights, the ceiling fan. This house is staged. I think it's fascinating they use this tiny furniture. They got like the single. I don't understand that, but and nice sized closet here. It's pretty cool. Oh, here's that little shutter. So if you want some light to look down, or if you want to spy on who's coming into the house, I knew there was a reason for that. I had a feeling there was this room. Okay, so when it comes to staging, it's a great idea, but it actually works better when you put appropriate furniture in here. Like that bed, they have a twin bed for this massive room. So, get a professional stager or somebody that does a little bit better job, because it does show off the house and helps people visualize what they can do. Having this tiny furniture, I say tiny, but having twin beds in a room that can easily fit a full or queen size bed is a bit of a disservice. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I know you're not buying the furniture, everybody knows that, but it is psychological, really. You got a great house here, and this is the closet for this bedroom. Do you really, if you're gonna take the time to do that, then do it well. So, all right, let's see. Now, maybe they did it themselves, and if that's the case, then I'd give them a pass. But if it was a professional stager. Okay, check out this bathroom. This is interesting. All right. The tile work is a little different, and it's fascinating because then we have this, we have a door, the framing for a door, but there is no door. So they did something, they took it out, and now they're just using a shower curtain up here. Don't know why they would have left that in there, except maybe this was done. It's almost as if like maybe they kept expanding on this house. So maybe it was a smaller house, and then they made it a little bit larger, and they made it larger. However, yeah, because this is it almost feels like a different time frame. It's kind of hard to explain. It's not bad, but it just is a little different. Man, that room is big. We're gonna go in there last. I want to go check out this one over here. I thought this was gonna be the primary bedroom, but it's big. Got these big old gigantic sleeping, beanbag chairs. Big room, massive. And then we have a Juliet balcony. So you can just open the doors and kind of hang out, check out the, you get some fresh air. It's nice. All right, got that locked. And one thing I noticed is that they have a different heating system here in this part of the house. And we have the old vent set up. So that is kind of indicating to me that this might have been part of okay. So here we are. That was the old house right there. They expanded this later after the original build, and now we have this area. But it's still fascinating that they went with this vent system. With this heating system, that's electric, that's a hot water system. So, I don't know, I'm just being a little curious. And then we have this big closet here. This is a big bedroom here. And then I get the feeling that this was done later, back here. Ah, yeah. because I can feel the difference in the air. Oh, but they have the same type of heating. Huh. Maybe I just didn't notice that earlier, and it's been there all along. This is a big old bedroom. Wow. So we have our own little entrance before we get into the bedroom. I like this house. This house is cool. Even though it has its little quirks. This is our closet. All right, they should have put that up there. Y'all know, you know. They know they're supposed to fix that. You know, kind of a beat up little vent. All right. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think my theory, I think I'm off. All right, and then we have this bathroom here. Yeah, this was done at the same time as that last bathroom. So yeah, my little theory is not right. Okay, we got the bidet. Okay. What you guys think about this? This is an older tile, you know? It still looks good, it's in good condition, but the design, you know, things have changed. The aesthetic is different. Check out this countertop on this bathroom, on that sink there. I don't know if it matches, but it is there. So you guys gotta let me know what you think about this house. All right, let me turn off the light. I feel like we've seen the entire upstairs, so let me find the basement and we can check out that area. Okay, so I discovered something. I'm looking around so I can get into the basement. I found this door and I see that all of the, there's the boiler right there and the hot water heater. And that looks like that's the ground. So there is no basement. I was not expecting that. That's something to consider. So I wasn't expecting that. I just knew this house had a basement. That's a surprise. You know, I just kind of pull stuff up and pull it off the MLS, and you just never know what you're gonna get. And that's kind of how I roll. You know, I see some basic information about the house. I print out the sheet, go check out the house. And so I get a lot of surprises. And this one caught me today. I did not expect that this house did not have a basement. I fully expected it to have one. Now, I don't know if that's a problem or not. And you guys let me know on this house, would that keep you from buying it? Or would you, still go ahead and purchase it? Anyway, let's talk about it. So it has 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, no half bathrooms. There were no powder rooms in this entire house, which is a bit of a surprise. They are saying it's about 5,554 square feet. All of that is above ground, apparently, and they are asking $2,069,000, okay? 2.069. House has been on the market. Again, we are in Falls Church, Virginia, and this particular home has been on the market for 56 days. What do you think? Is this a great home or not? Or is it a miss? Is this something that you'd be like, nope, I cannot buy it? Or would you purchase it? The original house, by the way, was built in 1945, but they redeveloped it in 2013. So you can kind of tell, obviously, they did some stuff, but even that, the development is a little bit older. But it's a great house. I think it's cool. I don't know. I don't know if I would buy this one, but let me know what you think. You guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon and give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. I want to know, would you buy this house? Is it a hit or a miss? In the meantime, I'll see you at the next house. Take care.